Tonight, closing the achievement gap as students struggle with math and English scores in Wisconsin. We take a look at what's being done to improve. And a final farewell. A Wisconsin congressman delivers his last address after stepping down early. But first, the world is demanding action on climate change, with students leading the way in Duluth.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Anthony Mack. Kristen is on assignment. Thanks for joining us. People around the world took part in climate strike protests today. In Duluth, students led the way with a walkout. CBS3's Emma Quinn spoke with some of those students on how they hope to make a difference.
Chanting for change, students in the Duluth area walked out of classes to protest global warming.
I hope to accomplish today to just bring awareness to the topic, to help show that we care and we want this to change.
Hundreds of students and people from the community gathered to demand lawmakers take action.
Yeah, just help better the earth. I don't like to see trash and stuff on the ground. It makes me sad, and I go and pick it up and stuff like that.
And I hope in the future people do something about it and help save the planet.
Students say they are taking action now so people in the future don't have to.
I think that we all deserve a future. We need to come together and make a difference in our community.
Because I don't want my kids and grandkids to have a future where there's trash everywhere and you can't live with good air. Well, basically, I just don't want the planet to die.
They say even the smallest steps make a big impact.
Starting off small, we'll get out to bigger regions and everyone can hear our word.
Meanwhile, this was a scene in the Twin Cities today as students gathered at Augsburg College in Minneapolis. Students there were demanding immediate action to address climate concerns instead of what they see as potentially catastrophic delays. That's because they will inherit a global climate where it could be too late to reverse damage that's already being done. Events today around the world are ahead of next week's United Nations Climate Summit. Turning to the weather now with Dave. Dave, what a difference a day makes. Hot, sunny, felt like summer yesterday, right back into fall today.
At least by the lake. Further inland, It was sunny and warm once again, but we should all go towards the cloudy side as a low-pressure system bears down upon the region, and it's trekking our way right now. We can see it entering northwestern Minnesota, and it's starting to threaten International Falls as we go through the night, and especially tomorrow. The rain chance really fills in all across the region. So our weekend forecast says tonight the clouds build if you don't have any yet, and if you already have them, they'll stick around. And then 80% chance for the rain on Saturday. Totals may not be that big, around a quarter inch for a lot of towns, but there could be some thunderstorms which may cause some late season storm troubles. High temp one last time in the 70s, but by Sunday it gets calmer and it gets cooler. Are we done with 70s forever now? Well, we'll check out the next 7 days in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. A verdict has been reached in the 2018 robbery of the American Bank in Orr. 58-year-old William Lindemann of Orr was found guilty of 2 counts of first-degree aggravated robbery on Thursday. According to authorities, Lindemann entered the bank and reportedly used pepper spray on 2 bank employees during the robbery. He then fled the bank on an ATV with an unknown amount of cash. A bystander called 911 and reported seeing an ATV enter a location just north of Orr after the robbery. Authorities responded to the address and took Lindemann into custody without incident. He remains in custody at the St. Louis County Jail without bail. His sentencing date is October 17th in Hibbing. In some sad news tonight, we're learning the mayor of International Falls died this morning. Mayor Bob Anderson was 77. City officials say they were notified about his passing by family members. Anderson was elected into office in November of 2012. His time in politics dates back to when he was first mayor of International Falls in the 1980s. He was slated to hold the mayor's seat through 2020. Funeral arrangements are pending. Meanwhile, Wisconsin Congressman Sean Duffy delivered his farewell speech to Congress yesterday. The Republican announced he would step down early to spend more time with his family. That's because his 9th child is expected to be born with a heart condition. In his farewell speech, Duffy touted the jobs and economy in Wisconsin. He said he's proud of the work he's done in a time where he says many feel Congress is not accomplishing much. As he steps down, Duffy says Congress must fight against socialism and continue with the opportunity and prosperity the country was founded on.
As I step out of this well with a grateful and might not be obvious but a happy heart, I want to thank my colleagues for their friendship. I want to thank the great state of Wisconsin for their trust. I want to thank my whole family for their support. And I want to thank God for his blessings and for this opportunity and for the wisdom to know when my time is up.
Well, he delivered his farewell speech yesterday. His official last day is on Monday. 3 lawmakers in Wisconsin are proposing a bill to legalize medical marijuana in the state. Senator John Erpenbach and Representative Chris Taylor, those are both Democrats, along with Republican Senator Patrick Testin, introduced the bill Friday. It would require patients to get a doctor's recommendation. It would also require state officials to create registry and licensing systems for growers, producers, and sellers. The bill faces an uphill battle in the Republican-controlled legislature. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos has been open to legalizing medical marijuana, but Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald says he doesn't support it at all. You'll recall Democratic Governor Tony Evers proposed legalizing medical marijuana in the state budget, but the Republicans removed the provision from the final spending plan. The state of Wisconsin is looking to close their achievement gap in all schools and are working with the Cooperative Educational Service Agency. A $600 million fund will be helping all school districts in the state to help improve the gap. CBS3's Caitlin Moffitt spoke with 2 superintendents to see their take and bring us the story.
School districts in Northwest Wisconsin see achievement gaps differently. After speaking with Jeff Gordon from Bayfield School, this funding will be crucial.
We have a smaller district in Bayfield, so our class sizes, our samples are smaller. And right now those gaps are in Bayfield and we're trying to work on them.
Superior School District is also seeing a large gap in different student groups, of which aren't performing the same.
Some areas we've looked at in Superior have been students of color, students who live in poverty, and students with disabilities are not performing at the same level as their peers.
This achievement gap comes after standardized test scores show less than half of Wisconsin students are proficient in math and English. State Superintendent Caroline Stanford Taylor calls this gap a crisis and that funding is needed to help see an improvement. A good portion of the funding will be split between professional development and special education, as many schools report their biggest discrepancy is special needs.
We do have a high number of special needs students in Bayfield, roughly 25% of our population. So therefore, we do see a need there.
Amy Starzecki from Superior says they hope with Tony Evers as governor, he can help with student disability reimbursement as a large portion of funding goes towards that.
And we're really hoping that over time, especially with Tony Evers as governor, that we can see more reimbursement for our students with disabilities, which would go directly into supporting students with disabilities when it comes to improving instructional practices.
Starzecki added, it is essential to continue working towards closing this gap so they can have low class sizes and improve professional development.
To make sure every single student graduates from Superior High School, college and career ready. Every student, not some or most, but every student.
With this funding, the state goal is to close the gap by 50% within the next 6 years. The Hawk Weekend Festival began this morning at the Hawk Ridge Bird Observatory and Nature Preserve in Duluth. The annual celebration of bird migration includes field trips, workshops, and presentations. Many observers came out to the first day of the festival to watch the birds migrate through the fog and to learn more about the significance of the fall raptor migration from professionals. Hawk Ridge Education Director Margie McMenzie says they have collected almost 50 years worth of data about the birds that fly over our area.
So it gives us the opportunity to look at individual species of birds and see what's happening to them over time. It's a critical flyway, and the number of birds that we see help us give clues on some of those kinds of things.
The festival continues through the weekend. You can find a link with schedule information on our website. Well, from working to restore the coastal habitat to beach accessibility improvements, Wisconsin Point is back, and officials say better than ever. The 228-acre peninsula in Superior's southeast end has been through a massive restoration effort, which was celebrated today. The project is a collaboration between Wisconsin's Coastal Management Program and the City of Superior. More than $1.5 million in Great Lakes Restoration Initiative grants were awarded for the project. Superior Mayor Jim Payne was in attendance and says the restoration work will help preserve the point.
What we were really doing here was restoring this very unique environmental ecosystem, the dunes that you see behind me. And that was the point of these boardwalks, not only to protect those dunes so that people weren't walking over them and causing damage anymore, but to give access to anybody that wants to see Lake Superior.
The restoration effort covered more than 85,000 square feet of habitat and shoreline, 85 acres of forest, and 150 acres of coastal habitat. Still to come on Live Local CBS3, brain injuries are more common than you'd think. Coming up, an event happening this weekend aims to bring awareness to the issue. And with fall looming, we tell you the best spots to go check on the changing leaves this weekend.
Take a look at this live picture from the Radisson rooftop. Our camera can barely see. It's gray, it's soupy, it's London style. The fog is with the twin ports, and grayer skies could filter into everybody overnight tonight as a low pressure system takes over. Our warm spell is going to go away, and a bit of rain's going to replace that. We'll talk about when it hits coming up in just a minute or two.
It's Man Cave Saturday during the 3-day sale at Home Furniture. Today only. Register in store to win a Man Cave and save up to 15% off sale prices with instant factory rebates. Free shipping and no interest financing till 2021 during the 3-day sale. Only at Home Furniture.
The Culligan high-efficiency water softener is the world's best. It's backed by the industry's strongest warranty and serviced by the world's largest local dealer network. Click or call Culligan Water and start saving today.
Are you a business owner in northern Minnesota? Vernon Insurance could lower your rates and provide better coverage.
Vernon Insurance Agency has handled my insurance between 3 and 4 years now. The ease of access to talk to a real person, not an 800 number. Customer service, taking care of me when I have problems, if I have problems. They're a local team, too, so they're easier to work with. They understand where we're at because they're local. That's what I look for when I'm doing business with somebody.
Call, visit us online, or see us in person at Vernon Insurance. We'll take a second look and find a way to get you the best value and coverage your business needs.
September is a great time for a vehicle from Cary Toyota in Superior. Get $3,000 cash or 0% financing on new Highlanders and Tundras, or choose low lease payments on several new models, like $155 on Corolla, $225 on RAV4, and $285 on Tacoma. And save big with 1.9% financing on certified used Camry, Corolla, and RAV4 during Toyota's first ever TCUV National Sale event. Great selection and great savings at Cary Toyota in Superior. Voted best car dealer 20 times.
Need to operate worry-free on terrain where other machines just won't cut it? Kubota SVL Series track loaders are designed for the difficult jobs that require extra traction and stability. They're highly maneuverable, have best-in-class bucket breakout force, excellent visibility, comfortable cabs, and a large assortment of available attachments. Right now, take advantage of 0.99% APR financing for up to 60 months on a Kubota SVL track loader.
No one serves you better than Lulich Implement.
When you have an accident, some insurance companies will request photos. At Twin Ports Collision Repair, we are asking you to send us the photos first so we can assess the damage and get you a fair estimate. To learn more, call 218-722-6266.
Now at Home Seasonal Concepts, all wicker and fire tables are on sale with savings up to 50%. This aluminum frame wicker sofa is on sale for just $9.97. Plus, get free shipping and no money down, no interest financing until 2021 at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Up on that bench. Everything is different.
They're gonna walk all over you. You've gone soft.
Is this the best chance we have of having you found not guilty? Justice marches on.
This is insane.
I'm here all week.
All Rise premieres CBS Monday.
You let your kids have soda?
Okay, stop judging me. You have one kid. And compared to 4 kids, 1 kid is like no kids.
The Unicorn premieres CBS Thursday.
CBS3 Weather is brought to you by Lulich Implement.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, the way the weather's been temperature-wise for the past week, I can see why late-season swimmers might want to go to Park Point or Wisconsin Point and get a couple dips in. Well, if you're one of those folks, got that hankering, put it off tonight because our friends at National Weather Service have issued one of their beach hazard statements. Yeah, the rip current possibility is there at least until 9 o'clock tonight. And tomorrow, with a lot of rain coming our way, probably won't be that great for swimming either. And then come Sunday, when we do get some sunshine, this warm spell will be over, and maybe the swim season will be over as well until the next 5 or 6 months. You know how winter rolls around here. I don't think it'll roll in this week temperature-wise, but it will be cooling down just a little bit. Here's a live local look at one of our cameras festooned around town here, and you can barely see anything because, of course, the fog is pretty thick around the lake. Conditions are better inland, but it is foggy by the lake, along with a current temperature of 60 degrees and a relative humidity reading of 90%. The wind is easterly-southeasterly 10 miles per hour, and our air pressure, well, it's a little bit on the higher side at 30.03 or 1,017 millibars, but when temperature and dew point meet at the surface, despite the high pressure, you get ground clouds. All right. Temperature-wise, it's cooler by the lake and warmer inland. 75 Watersmeet, 77 in Ironwood, but only 60 in Ashland. Only 53 in Superior, but 76 Hayward. 74 Grand Rapids versus 60 in Hermantown. Taking a look at what's going on in Grand Marais, 55 by the lake, but 73 in Ely. Temperature similar to this one last time. They'll be with us tomorrow, but by Sunday, things cool back to normal, which means the 60s. Between now and then, we're going to have a gray sky infiltrating the entire region. So it was foggy, is foggy around the lake today. On the drier side, though, towards Ironwood, and on the clearer side towards parts of the Iron Ranges. But yeah, low pressure systems pushing towards us. We're starting to see showers and storms threatening the International Falls area. Overnight tonight through tomorrow, that fills into the rest of the region. 80% chance for that. Rain totals, maybe close to a ½ inch towards International Falls, maybe a ¼ inch by Duluth, and into the 1/10 of an inch range or so for a lot of Wisconsin towns. The rain totals probably won't be that impressive, but with the chance of thunderstorms, we may have to watch out for high winds and lightning, just like a couple days ago. Then the higher pressure that we had today, yeah, it goes away. The low pressure takes over for Saturday, but another little slice, another little wedge of higher pressure could bring back sunshine by Sunday. So one bumpy day, one nice day for the weekend. Forecast tonight, Wisconsin and Minnesota, looking at lows in the 60s, low 60s. Into Wisconsin and Michigan, about 58 to 64 there. For Wisconsin, Michigan tomorrow, 70% rain chance, highs from 70 to 75. In Minnesota, a very similar range of temperatures with an 80% rain chance. But that rain chance should go away for the most part by Sunday. Partly sunny and 67. So from 73 down to 67. And then, Tony, we're looking at 60s probably through Thursday, but a portent of things to come. Autumn actually hits officially next week, and by next Friday, we drop our high temps into the upper 50s. So the slow train towards chilly weather is starting to enter our station.
Starting to happen. Starting to happen. As much as we try to stave it off, it's got to come at some point.
Yeah, that is very true, Anthony.
Thanks, Dave. Well, with the official start of fall on the horizon, as Dave just mentioned, the Northland's trees are changing with the seasons. Across the region, the fall color watch is in full swing. Most of northern Minnesota is seeing anywhere from 25 to 50% color. Things are similar in Michigan, as the western portions of the UP are seeing up to 50% fall foliage. And in the Badger State, the best place to see fall colors right now would be in and around the Hurley, Wisconsin area, where 65% color is being reported and is forecasted to reach peak during the final week of September. You can find the latest fall color reports for the entire region on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Well, brain injury is 6 times more common than multiple sclerosis, breast cancer, and HIV/AIDS combined. That's according to the Brain Injury Alliance. An event happening this weekend is hoping to bring awareness on the topic and honor those living with an injury. CBS 3's Leanne Valdez has more on the effort.
There's currently 100,000 Minnesotans living with a brain injury. There's a lot of causes, some being automobile crashes, violence, bicycle crashes, and even shaken baby syndrome. This weekend at the 17th annual Walk for Thought fundraiser event, you'll be able to hear stories from brain injury survivors as you walk a mile path by Lake Superior. This fundraiser is also hoping to attract those with a brain injury to tell them about the resources and programs they can take part in.
I think it's really important for individuals to know and understand that they're not alone. A lot of times their life has changed very quickly once they have had a brain injury, and just having them know once they're discharged from the hospital that there are resources and programs for them to turn to.
Walk will also be taking place at the same time in St. Cloud and New Brighton. Registration and check-in starts at 9 a.m., pre-walk program at 9:45, and the walk starts at 10 a.m.
All right, thanks, Leanne. Well, Kelly's here with sports. Before we get to that, you're actually emceeing that event this weekend.
I am emceeing the Walk for Thought. I'm very excited tomorrow morning. Yep, I'm going to be there around 9 a.m. when check-in starts, and just to mingle with people and meet them in the community. I'm excited. I wasn't paying attention to the forecast, but I hope we have good weather. Yeah, so if you're...
Dave's giving us a thumbs down. No, 80% chance of rain.
In a bright rain jacket, so please come out. It's for a great cause.
Yeah.
Obviously, in sports, it's very prominent. Yeah, so Leif Erikson, tomorrow. I'll be there. But speaking of sports, we've got more from NCHC Media Day yesterday, plus a very special thing happening at the UMD football game this weekend to honor those who serve our country.
The North Face in Columbia is 40 to 60% off. Northwest Outlet Superior.
We're going above and beyond to get the full story. Asking the tough questions is just part of the job.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Toyota. New state-of-the-art dealership. Same President's Award-winning service. KohlerToyota.com.
This is the Chevy Silverado with the world's first invisible trailer.
Invisible trailer?
Hop in. Silverado offers an optional technology package with up to 15 different views, including one enhanced view that makes your trailer appear invisible. Wow, that's pretty sweet. Cool.
Where's the trailer though? Or get a total value of over $97.60 on this Silverado All-Star without optional tech package or enhanced invisible view.
Visit TrueNorthChevyDealers.com.
Just between us, you know what's better than mopping? Anything. At the end of a long day, it's the last thing I want to do. Well, I switched to Swiffer WetJet, and it's awesome. It's an all-in-one, so it's ready to go when I am. The cleaning solution actually breaks down dirt and grime. And the pad absorbs it deep inside, so it prevents streaks and haze better than my old mop. Plus, it's safe to use on all my floors, even wood. Glad I got that off my chest. And the day off my floor.
Try WetJet with a money-back guarantee.
Update your home with the safety and warmth of a gas fireplace with the best-looking flame in Duluth. At the Fireplace Corner, we take your old, drafty, wood-burning fireplace to warm and reliable with our Heat and Glow gas inserts. Our Heat and Glow selection and financing options are backed by our 100% done-right guarantee. Don't wait for the cold. Call or stop in today and visit your local Heat and Glow gas fireplace experts with the best-looking flame in Duluth. Or click thefireplacecorner.com for our full selection.
At Super One Foods, we go to great measures to deliver you with top quality meat every day. Try our boneless, skinless chicken breasts, only $1.66 per pound. And Black Angus Baron of Beef Top Brown Roast, only $2.99 per pound. Plus, we provide the best of the best in fresh produce. Get Washington grown Gala apples, only 99 cents per pound. And Dole Organic bananas, 77 cents per pound. Through all that we do, we've got you in mind. Super One Foods, serving you lower prices and better choices.
Voyager Bus Company is hiring for Duluth and the surrounding area. You can have a license in 2 to 3 weeks with paid training and flexible scheduling. You must have a clean driving record. We're hiring route drivers, charter and field trip drivers, and motor coach drivers, plus a $500 signing bonus. Voyager Bus Company is family owned and operated.
We are hunters. We are fishermen. We are outdoor enthusiasts. And we know the best way to get outdoors is in an RV. We've brought in RVs from other dealerships, and now we have more inventory than ever before. And the best time to buy one is during the world's largest RV show. Get a new 2020 Ozark travel trailer for just $119 a month. Visit Gander RV and Outdoors today.
Duluth Dodge Ram has a great automotive news story. Ram Power Days sale on new Ram trucks. 0% interest and as much as $11,500 off the original price. Only at Duluth Dodge Ram, DuluthDodgeMinnesota.com.
Now,
CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Well, yesterday was NCHC Media Day down in St. Paul. We got a chance to hear from all the coaches around the hockey conference ahead of the college hockey season. One of those coaches is pretty well known in the Northland and former UMD assistant coach Brett Larson. Of course, Larson was in St. Cloud State attire. The Duluth native is entering his second year with the Huskies after one heck of a debut last year. His team clinched the Penrose Cup and beat the Bulldogs 3 out of 5 times during the year. This year, however, is going to look very different for the Huskies, losing a lot of heavy hitters from last year.
You lose a lot of players like we did, and a lot of high-end players. It's really nice to have what we think could be great goaltending and a really solid decor. We also love our leadership with Jack Ashan and the Palings and Clark Custer and the guys that are running letters. So with kind of that core there, I think that gives them an opportunity to develop a lot of young skill that we really like. We may not be a team that's #1 in the country all year. There's probably a good chance that we aren't. But I think that with that type of core and with young skill, you have the opportunity to develop a team that's playing its best hockey at the end of the year.
Not to get too ahead of ourselves, but if you're curious about the first time that the Bulldogs meet St. Cloud State, isn't until the middle of January of next year. Well, tomorrow is Military Appreciation Day for the UMD football team. It's a special day for the team and Bulldog fans to acknowledge the sacrifices of those that have made for our country. To help put that into some perspective, head coach Kurt Weezy invited retired U.S. Army 4-star General Joseph Votel to talk with the team after practice today. Votel currently resides in Lake Elmo, Minnesota, after his 39 years in the military, which included combat in Panama, Afghanistan, and Iraq.
I think it's really important. I think it's really important for people that serve, whether it's military or police or firemen or, kind of emergency. It's important for them to see public support for the things that they do. Sports is a great laboratory for life. The things that people experience playing sports, whether it's teamwork, whether it's being a leader, whether it's, being supported or supporting, learning to play hurt if that's necessary, and kind of putting the focus on the team and not the individual, I think is a great laboratory for life.
Tomorrow, you can watch the UMD football team host St. Cloud State in a battle of 2-0 teams tomorrow night under the lights. Kickoff is at 6:05 p.m. And as for action you can catch tonight, UMD is hosting Upper Iowa in the team's home opener at Romano Gym. That's over on My 9 Sports right now. So My 9, just turned on My 9 right now.
Yeah, and of course, let's not forget about Red Zone Live.
Oh, Red Zone Live tonight! Yeah. All the high school football you can handle.
All right, we're looking forward to that. Thanks, Kelly. Well, tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, today marks National Prisoners of War Missing in Action Recognition Day. To honor those who have sacrificed so much for all of us, the Northland Vietnam Veterans Association is hosting a remembrance ceremony at the World War II Memorial in Memorial Park in West Duluth. Tonight at 10, we'll hear from a man who served in the U.S. Navy during the Vietnam War. So, we going to get a little more rain tonight, or how's that going to shake out?
Not so much rain, but clouds.
Okay.
Those of us who have clouds now will hold on to them. Those who don't will get some.
Okay.
And then tomorrow, out of those clouds, an 80% chance of rain around the region. Maybe some isolated thunderstorms as well, so keep an eye to the sky. The lightning can still be a little bit of trouble here, even this late in the season. 73 tomorrow, our last day in the 70s, because the cool down comes starting on Sunday.
All right. Thanks, Dave. Well, that's the news for now. We'll see you back here tonight at 10.